Hello. Um, how is it going? I'm reshooting. I did a 5 minutes video before this one, but it was kind of weird because I started complaining, which like, no, not complaints, please. And then I definitely got into myself, meaning that type of challenge that I have imposed on myself to be um, eloquent and articulated was not coming. So it's one of those moments where I'm just like in my head and I'm just swirling around, and to get into to 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 just inform or communicate one tiny thing, I take 3 minutes. So all and I got interrupted by my son because yeah, he's upstairs watching TV. So I decided to reshoot this, and the reason why I'm here today is because I wanted to share with you about a tiny win that I had today. Small win, but like a good sign. It's certainly a good sign, and I'm pleased. That's a word that I was trying to say before and I couldn't find it. I'm very pleased with this tiny win. So I started yesterday actually executing the workflow that I was designing for outbound reach for my studio Wataya Monkeys, and that was yesterday. And today I already got two responses. Both of the responses very warm, nothing, confirming any actual job or anything like that. And actually, one of those responses was a negative one, just a very firm, kind but firm boundary where we appreciate you reaching out, but we already have our marketing plan in place. But thank you anyway. It's something along those lines, which is fine, right? But the fact that they took time to respond is, I'm just like, look at me with this big smile. The reason why I'm so pleased is because these tiny little wins are signs to, okay, maybe it is, like it's it just gives me some kind of certainty that perhaps there's a light at the end of this tunnel. Like perhaps I start seeing the light at some point. It's like little how do you call these little bags that they have, lights. I know the name in Spanish, but I can't recall the name in English. But anyways, um yeah, it's like a tiny win, and I'm very pleased, and I wanted to share this with you. And I think what I'm going to keep doing is like just, no matter the odds, just keep being consistent and like keep sending those messages and keep adjusting and defining this workflow, and just really, really learned these skills, just take them into a place where I can automatically kind of execute them, and not, because right now they're taking a long time. But that being said, I'm even thinking that perhaps like changing a little bit the language, or like adjusting, the way that I approach things. Everything is data. At this point, everything is data. So, and I think that the data is telling me there's something going on around here, like, okay, you, perhaps this is not as difficult. I don't know, maybe it is very difficult. As I said before, like, nothing is ever easy for me. Everything is, sweats and tears. But um, I feel that I'm like excited about what's to come, but at the same time, just taking it easy and still very uncertain everything. You guys have no idea of the level of fragmentation that my identity has gone through. It just literally shattered on the floor. And I have not been able to pick it up and replace or like reposition any of these fragments. It's like nothing. There's nothing is still alive about the identity that I had before 2022. Like nothing left. And these tiny wins are very small signals that there's something is forming, something is taking shape, like small little tiny signals that something is taking shape. And when I say something, it's not only the company, the studio, the project, is something. I don't know what it is, actually. I have no idea what it is. But it's like there's a little very thin crust, like almost like a, you know how you do when you have like a very thin crust of sugar that is like very delicate and it has like little crystals and then it can break. Well, something like that. There's a little thin crust of a shape that is forming, and I don't know what that shape is just yet. And I don't know if I'm gonna know it, like I don't want to rush into knowing it because I'm leaving. That's something that I tell myself all the time. I'm leaving. What I'm gonna do? Could this be? Sorry, my eyebrow is always so crazy. That's something that I'm all the time reminding myself, because there's always a setback. Say, for instance, I had everything ready on Monday. I was going to start doing things on Monday. Say, my son. Oh no. Okay, Jose is crying. I'll We'll continue this conversation very soon. Thank you so much.